do have a good understanding on what women in general face in a patriarchal society. I do have a great understanding on the black community and its outlook towards its value system. And its outlook in regards to its value system towards black women. And so I'm going to be speaking on that as well. Now, let me just lay the framework here, okay? This video right here is to venerate, okay, and go, in parallel coincidence with the previous video I just did in regards to the true origins of self-hate within the black community. Now we want to talk about why it's hard to be black and intelligent, okay? Now, coming right out the gate, the reason it's hard to be black and intelligent is because, and we're talking about actual intelligence. We're not talking about niggas who think they know what they talking about. We're not talking about people who use religion or use organizations to further their agenda and they really just demand. We're talking about black people who actually possess common sense and intelligence, okay? Here's why it's hard, okay? For one, other black people, okay, are going to write you off. They're going to feel either two things: intimidated by you, or they're going to feel uncool for hanging around you, okay? This is on average, okay? I'm not here to argue with nobody. I'm here to ask you to reflect on your personal life and look at your group of friends. You didn't hang with the nerds, okay? You hung with the niggas that was getting suspended, okay? And that was failing, okay? And so, point proven. Now, that being said, if you're intelligent, okay, we don't culturalize intelligence. We don't trend intelligence, okay? We don't uplift intelligence. You don't see smart niggas at the BET Awards. Actual intelligent black men, okay? You gotta catch them coming down Twitter, okay? As, the first black man to, this black man powered his entire village by electricity. But you don't hear rappers reaching out to him and trying to put him in the mainstream public eye and have him teach classes on how to do the same. Look at Akon. When Akon was singing "I'm Locked Up," he was popular. Now he giving motherfucking electricity to 600 million Africans, and I can't even find this motherfucker's name on BET at all, or on anything at all. Why is that? And so that being said, we don't culturalize intelligence, okay? Now, for one, when you become intelligent, you gotta worry about being shunned and written off by your own people for either being a nerd or either not being cool, or you have to worry about being in competition with people who want to battle you or be divisive and be evil towards you because they actually fear your level of intellect. So when you're black, okay, your first opposition of intelligence is black people. And then what happens is you say, damn, I don't even want to hang around you motherfuckers or be around you motherfuckers no more. So let's just say you decide to go to a different environment that's, more multi-ethnic, okay? And there's white people there or other races there. Now what's going to happen is they are only going to allow you to express so much of your intelligence, or you are only going to feel comfortable in regards to expressing so much of your intelligence because you're going to make them feel uncomfortable, okay? Because nobody wants to be told that they're wrong. And white people don't want to hear all day about how this system is, very oppressive. White people don't want to hear all day about how they stole the land from another group of people who were your ancestors and monetized it against you. White people don't want to hear how the Greek culture is completely fabricated and 90% of them so-called Greek scholars never existed. White people don't want to hear about how they, was in the Caucasus Mountain. They don't want to hear none of that shit, okay? And so, they don't want to hear about how you really feel and think based off of true historical and scientific premises, from a true historical and scientific premise or content. They don't want to hear that shit. And so basically, when you become enlightened or you become awoke, you realize how lonely the fuck it is. And so a lot of people negate information because it takes a certain type of strength to actually know the truth. Because you realize you don't fit in anywhere. Same thing with white people. When white people get a certain amount of intelligence and they say, damn, the government is doing all of this shit and they white, or damn, my ancestors did all of this shit, or damn, black people acting crazy like this, but we the ones who gave them the guns and the drugs, they look at their own people crazy too. And so, even though the video is about being black and intelligent, when you learn the truth, this shit breaks your heart, no matter who the fuck you are. And you realize that you really don't honestly fit in anywhere. Okay? And so this is why it's hard to be black and intelligent in this day and time, because everybody becomes your enemy. That's what happens. See? We're not talking about a perspective from another nigga's agenda. Okay? We're not talking about no biased agenda. We're talking about neutralized intelligence of the elites, Freemasonry, who's running the country, who's running the media, who's running the court system, how is this happening, how is that happening, how the central banks is being used to infiltrate countries politically and for military gains and reasons. When you learn these type of things, you realize, God damn, they don't give a fuck about nobody. And the people around you don't give a fuck about none of that, and don't give a fuck about you telling them that, because all they worried about is they own small insecurities. So they don't want to hear about FEMA camps because they worried about not looking cool for hanging out with you. See? Your friends don't want to worry about if what they doing is actually right or wrong, because they worried about peer pressure from actually listening to you and not fitting in. And so you realize as a black man, when you become intelligent, your enemies don't go away. They motherfucking grow and multiply. Now let's say you a black woman and you come into intelligence. You have it, if not 3 times harder, at least 2 times harder, because not only do you gotta face all them adversities, now you gotta fight motherfucking patriarchy. Because you gotta fight a black man being not humble enough. First of all, a man in this society don't want to hear shit a woman gotta say. Period. So not only do you gotta fight the fact that a man not listening to you anyway, now you gotta fight the fact that he fears the fact that you are more intelligent than him. And there's no way a nigga is humble enough to let the woman lead. Niggas talk all of this historical shit, but magically keep forgetting that all societies, whether Aboriginal or in Africa or in Asia, were matriarchal. Were of matriarch lineage. And so that being said, the women rule. But niggas talk all this shit about the civilization, but forget to mention that it was ran by women. Ooh. And so you gotta fight a man's ego. You gotta fight a man's inability to become humble. You gotta fight a man's inability to actually let you lead mentally and spiritually if you are so qualified and equipped. And then after you get done fighting with that man, you gotta fight with every other friend and family male that you have. Then you gotta fight with the rest of the world. So now you gotta fight with these ignorant ass rappers who feel like bitches ain't shit. You gotta fight with these ignorant ass NFL players and NBA players who feel like a female is something that they could just bust down and throw away on the weekend after leaving the club. And so your intelligence actually puts you in an unfavorable position in this world. And this is why it's so hard to be intelligent. Because what happens is you get so much information, you ready to change the world, and you realize that the same people who you want to come to their aid is the ones that's trying to get you. See? It's not even the motherfuckers. You realize that the motherfuckers that you think is the worst, they last. The people who they doing dirty is trying to do you dirty. It's like Resident Evil. The only people that the zombies are trying to eat is the motherfucker that's not a zombie. And that's exactly what this shit is. When you become intelligent, your life turn into Resident Evil. Evil in your residence. Resident Evil. You start seeing all of the evils in your immediate community, whether it's black, white, Spit, whatever, and these motherfuckers turn on you because they see you are different from them. That's exactly what happens. And so this is why it's so hard to be intelligent in this day and time, especially in America, because you're under attack. And then not only are you under attack, now you realize you don't have no support. So you could know motherfucking you could know a bomb is gonna go off next week. You could be talking about, let's talk about 9/11. You could be saying the government planned 9/11. It was a demolition. It was no planes never hit the towers. Not only don't nobody give a fuck, okay? The government could come kill your motherfucking ass for saying that shit, and nobody would give a fuck or come to your aid. They would actually be happy that you're gone because you are making it the way that they want to live their lives uncomfortable. And so the best advice that I could give somebody that's intelligent in this day and time is to stop all that illusion shit that you think you got going on. Stop that. The best thing you can do is know what you know, pass that shit down to your children and your immediate loved ones, raise your family, mind your business, and worry about your individual motherfucking household. All of that trying to go outside and be a captain, a captain consciousness or a queen consciousness, that ain't gonna get you nothing but what everybody else done got, which is kill or set the fuck up. Now, I know that this might sound demoralizing, but I'm just telling you what the fuck it is. We live in a day and age where the people are not the fuck who you think they are anymore. These people like evil. These motherfuckers like to be enslaved. These motherfuckers like to be asleep. And so, you can't, let me tell you something. You ever try to wake somebody up and they be like, and they be just fighting, and they don't want to get up? That's exactly what this is. You keep trying to wake these motherfuckers up so that they on time for where they need to be, and they trying to fight you to stay asleep. See? You're not dealing with somebody that's saying, oh, damn, thank you, man, I was going to be late and getting out the bed. You're dealing with motherfuckers that's like, man, leave me alone. And they trying to go back under the covers. I'm not about to keep sitting here telling you to get the fuck up and you don't want to get the fuck up. Bitch, stay asleep. Because you're not going to stress me out about why you about to miss your time for your opportunity that's set here for you. And so that being said, family, I'm doing this video, as I stated in correspondence with the previous video I did, to venerate a certain black person out there, whether you male or female, to let you know that even though I don't know you personally, I know how you feel and how you think. And these are the outlets that you should teach your children to take when they come into a certain level of intelligence. Because you need to be able to be an ascended entity and not be subjected to bullying, harassment, okay, excessive criticization, okay, and negative things that actually make you feel negative about yourself when all you're trying to do is read a fucking book, okay? And so that being said, family, this is why it is hard to be black and intelligent in this day and time. And I hope that my last video, as well as this video, has brought awareness to the black community about the real fucking challenges, that we face every day in regards to our growth, that we continue to magically blame on somebody else that we didn't go to high school with. I didn't go to fucking high school with Donald Trump, motherfucker. Fuck y'all keep talking about some Trump, nigga. I don't give a fuck about no Trump. I didn't go to high school with Trump. Trump didn't never tell me, oh, you talk white. I bet you Trump wouldn't tell me that. I bet you if Trump was sat in a room with me for 10 minutes, he'd say, you a very intelligent young man, even whether he agree with me or not. I bet you he'd respect my mind, though. So I never had to worry about fitting in with Donald Trump. I got to worry about fitting in when I go to my friends and family house. I got to worry about fitting in when you go to a picnic. You got to worry about fitting in when you go to a fucking family reunion. You got to worry about fitting in if you just get into a small conversation with another group of black people at a goddamn basketball game or at any kind of public place or event. And so that being said, we got to be real about what we really feel, what we really think, and what's really going on in order to change it. And so that being said, family, you can't change something that you're not aware of. To be conscious means to be aware. And if you're not aware of the actual problems that exist in the black community, then you can't be conscious. And with that being said, family, all this video has done what I intended for it to do, which is to venerate you and to help you continue on your path to ascension, specifically as a black melanated being. And with that being said, I love y'all. Peace. Niggas always talking about they driving foreigns. I don't see no niggas going to get no foreign from verbal scuffle, not only with DJ Academics, but other hosting cast members of the show Everyday Struggle in regards to one, not only why were they not supporting black business, but for two, why were they trying to critique and downplay his proposal at hand? All right? A question was even asked by one of the female host members to Soulja Boy, why do you have so many businesses? But I want to say this. Normally, y'all know how I do. I play the clip, and then I give a higher perspective. But I just want to put this on the wax, that we will not only be critiquing the host members of the Everyday Struggle Show in this situation here. We will most definitely be critiquing the hypocrisy of Soulja Boy as well. Okay? And so that being said, y'all know how I do. Let's pull up the tape. Here we go. Bam.
Y'all love the Asians in Nintendo. Y'all love the white people at Microsoft. Y'all love the white people at PS4. Embrace the black community. Academics, I can bring you on board and you can even have a DJ Academics game. You Twitch your stream all day playing Fortnite and shit. Hold on, but I'm support the black community. It's not a scam. Every game on here is licensed. It's 800 Pinstar games that are licensed. I sold $1 million and one day Nintendo approached me. Why would they approach you? Why would they approach you? Because they're trying to see what the fuck going on. It's a young black kid that made $1 million within 24 hours. You know why they approach you? We want in. Why you name it on the box? Yo, it's the first prototype. It's to cut me some slack. Like, man, I'm a black entrepreneur. Listen, my nigga, I done made $1 million off this motherfucking console. Look, check this out. Look.
You're right.
And you right.
Businesses.
You right. It do take 7 orders.
It says 7
orders. It says 7 orders. 200,000.
Hold on a minute, let me show the camera. I gotta show the camera.
I love it.
Why do you have so many businesses?
Because I'm a fucking bona fide hustler. I'm trying to be a billionaire. Why don't you have that many businesses? Niggas in the hood is fucked up on Section 8. I came from the bottom of the bottom. Y'all look.
See? Now, this goes, let me just jump right in, okay? I don't know how Soulja Boy runs his business, okay? But when DJ Academics said he don't support scammers, I don't know if he was insinuating that Soulja Boy was a scammer, or if he was just saying, you know, I'm not really familiar with what you got going on, and I don't really know if you scamming or not. I need to do more research. If the second thing is what DJ Academics was meaning, I'm in full agreement with that, because there's too many niggas scamming. Now, this is not to take validity away from anything Soulja Boy may or may not have going on with his little game console situation, but I can understand that point. But two, the woman in the back who said, why do you have so many businesses? Okay. Now, that goes both ways. Okay. It's not like she talking to a fool on the street that got 1,000 LLCs and they not doing nothing. You're talking to somebody who, allegedly, you're supposed to have did your background check on before you brought them on your show. So if you're bringing somebody on here who's a high profile, potential entity to be interviewed like Soulja Boy, I would assume that you would at least know if he's running a legitimized operation or not. So for you to ask him why does he have so many businesses, for one, proves you don't do proper background checks on people before you just bring them on your show, and then for two, it also shows the level of self-destruction psychologically that you not only wish to impose on black people, but that you assume upon black people due to somebody running multiple businesses. Because I know plenty white people who own multiple businesses and nobody says nothing. Do you know how many things that Pepsi and Coca-Cola own that have nothing to do with Pepsi and Coca-Cola? Are you crazy? And so, just this thought pattern alone shows why we can't manifest the reality, or why we haven't manifested the reality in regards to being successful as entrepreneurs. Not only don't we support each other, we assume that we shouldn't even be allowed to venture out in multiple avenues business-wise. Now, I'm going to spend the least amount of time on them, okay? And I'm going to spend more time on Soulja Boy, because Soulja Boy is more important than them, and I'm going to tell y'all why. We know that black people love to critique other black people and don't support black business. That's nothing new. So I don't need to spend as much time on that as y'all egos would like to believe I should. I'm going to speak on what nobody else is going to speak on. Soulja Boy is the most wrongest person in this situation. Now I know you might say, well, Pharaoh, how was he the most incorrect? First of all, I don't know any black businesses that Soulja Boy has supported. Okay? This is my thing. We talk about manipulation. I'm tired of people only yelling support black business when it's beneficial to them. I'm tired of people only yelling black power when it's beneficial to them. You got people who commit crimes every day and then they get caught. And coincidentally, now you want to pull your phone out and yell, oh, black power, the racist white man is taking me to jail, when you've been doing fuck shit all your life. Okay? Now you got somebody like Soulja Boy who's sitting on these people's platform trying to critique these people about why they don't support his business. He He didn't name no other black businesses besides his. He didn't pitch no business ventures to DJ Academics besides his. With a Gucci headband on, okay? With a whole outfit on that he got from somebody who's not black. That the designer is not black. So you already sitting here in front of black people, not just in person, but in the audience, okay? Through this video, we your audience. You telling us now that if you successful, this is what we should want to dress and look like, which is making a fashion statement, which uplifts and puts dollars into non-black people's hands. So I don't know no black-owned businesses that Soulja Boy have come and said, you know what? Even if I don't put no money into your business, I'm going to give you a platform to come on and speak on what you're doing. I've never seen it. So I'm tired of these celebrities and these weak-ass, fake-ass niggas always want to play the black power card, the black struggle card, the black business card when it's beneficial to them. But outside of their own individual game, you don't never hear about these motherfuckers. I could name 20 black businesses right now that have been getting it on their own, ups and downs, struggling round and round. I have never seen one of these celebrity niggas say, you know what, I'm not going to buy a $30,000 chain today. I'm going to give $30,000 to this black-owned business because they've been struggling in Chicago for this many years. Or they building finna shut down because they're not getting enough patrons. I'm going to help, send the market. I've never seen that. And so I'm disgusted that this motherfucker will sit up here right now and try to get some fucking clout and create all this buzz on the internet for some shit that he really don't believe in his heart. This nigga don't support black business? Nigga, what you talking about? You're not even dressed in black business, motherfucker. What you talking about? I don't see you wearing shirts made by black business owners. I don't see you doing that. Nigga, you got on Gucci, the same Gucci headband from 10 years ago. So you know what's been on your mind. If the subconscious mind controls 90% of what the conscious mind do, and every time we look at the area of your anatomy where your thoughts allegedly are located, it's always European fashion statements on your mind. So we know what's on your mind, my nigga. So don't get on here trying to ruffle DJ Academics and the rest of them feathers for doing the same, for allegedly some shit that you do every day carelessly and don't give a fuck. What you talking about? You talking about support black business? You don't support black business. And so nobody's gonna sit up here and ask this nigga, okay, if you want us to support your black business, show us why. Show us other black businesses you supported. Because I don't know no black person that own Gucci. I don't know no black person that own that outfit that we just see him wearing. Okay? What you talking about? So, him talk about his games, his license, and that's legit. That's cool if everything's legit. That's not my problem. I'm not here to potentially see if your shit faulty. I'm here to see why you don't motherfucking walk with the same feet that you telling other people to put in the shoe. That's what I'm trying to figure out. So I'm tired of it, man. Everybody benefiting off struggles that they don't give a fuck about. It's just like when niggas get to talking about Rosa Parks went to the back of the bus so that we could, have these rights. And nigga, you don't even read. You don't even read. Half you niggas don't even read, man. Y'all niggas is trying to piggyback. It's like, you know how many, and somebody have to say it because it's tiring. And the reason it gotta be said is because it actually weakens a valid point that black people have in regards to our struggle. You know how many niggas only yell slavery when some shit happened to them? But any other time, nigga, let me tell you something. A nigga will make a whole song about killing niggas, calling females bitches, doing drugs, basically committing domestic terrorism inside their community. And then some shit happened to them, and they want to yell racism. They want to yell sexism. They want to yell police brutality. When your whole motherfucking mixtape was nothing but everything that you claim is happening to you. So now you niggas want to yell slavery, and you niggas want to yell, this is being done to me, nobody supports me. Nigga, you don't even support you. And so these things are valid things that happen every day in America. But nigga, you don't get to use that argument because you don't live like that. Okay? Now, I'm not saying I'm a fucking saint, but every time I come on this motherfucker, okay, 90% of the time, I got on a shirt or some clothing that's black owned. When I go do a lecture, I got on something from somebody that's black owned. I don't even buy clothes before I go to the lecture, and I buy clothes from the vendors. Okay? This is how you, when y'all say, Fear, where you be getting them shirts from? I get them from the people when I go to their city. Okay? Goddamn. And so, if I was to say, hey, y'all need to support black-owned business, I'm justified in that because I honestly do. I can sit on this camera right now and tell you 90% of what is in my closet came from black business owners. Okay, that's a fact. I can go to the mall right now and get some and pay $1,000 for some dumbass shit. Why would I do that when I can spread that $1,000 out amongst people that's getting it from the bottom? How I'm getting it from the bottom? Why would I do that? And so, you know how many niggas out here every day is not giving a fuck about the struggles of other black people, but then when they want to be franchised and when they want to be advanced in their agenda, now all of a sudden they give a fuck about everybody else and they the spokesman for everybody else. Soulja Boy, you not the spokesman for niggas. And I'm sick of niggas keep reposting this shit on Instagram. I'm sick of niggas keep reposting this stupid ass clip all over the internet like this nigga said some real shit. This just like when Beyonce did the stupid ass formation dance. I think it was at the Super Bowl if I'm not mistaken. And she did that dumbass Black Panther themed dance. And all you dumb motherfuckers was talking about, oh, Beyonce woke. How she woke and everybody else got they got their natural hair and she the only motherfucker up there with a blonde wig on. Talking about formation. What you that's not woke. What you talking about? You didn't even have enough pride to actually wear your real shit. What are you talking about some fucking woke? Is you stupid? This just like when Nicki Minaj did the fucking Egyptian theme shit in her video. They talking about she woke. How she woke? Nicki Minaj turned my whole high school years. Nicki Minaj turned all of the females during my high school years into bisexuals or lesbians. Facts. Ain't nobody making this shit up. From 2008 to motherfucking 2010, 11, 80% of all of the girls I knew turned into bisexuals or lesbians because of Nicki Minaj and the shit she was talking about, okay? And promoted. This is facts. Ain't nobody making this shit up. And so, y'all niggas is so victimized by always idolizing somebody that these people can do 98% wrong in your face every day, and they do 2% of some shit that appeal to your bitch weak ass, and the 98 don't matter. The 98 don't matter. 98 don't matter. So this nigga sitting up here with Gucci on, sitting up here always promoting cars that are manufactured by Europeans, okay? Niggas always talking about they driving foreigns. I don't see no niggas going to get no foreign from Africa. Niggas always talking about they in a foreign. That foreign ain't come from Africa. Niggas, you can go to Africa, get a foreign, bring it over here and customize that bitch. Why you don't get no African or no black-owned motor vehicles popping? Why you always up in they shit, okay? And so the point I'm trying to make is we're not trying to degrade the value of nobody's business. But don't be sitting here promoting non-black businesses 100% of the time, my nigga. And then when you want your shit to be promoted, you want to use the promote black business card as a play in the game. It don't work like that, bitch. You don't struggle like everybody else. You don't even try to help other motherfuckers that struggling. You don't give a fuck about black businesses, nigga. You let that be known, motherfucker, since 2 years ago. What? Gucci bandana came out in 08, and you still on this bitch? Gucci bandana 10 years later? But you talking about some black-owned businesses. What the fuck is you talking about, nigga? Get the fuck out of here. So you're not fooling nobody. You're not fooling nobody. I'm gonna end on this. Soulja Boy, and I'm not saying this shit right here, you know, because I have to pick my words wisely when you touch on certain topics, because people be egotistical. And so I don't want Soulja Boy, you know, I don't really give a fuck if you feel that way, but I have to make my premise clear in case I gotta check a nigga later down the line. I'm not saying, what I'm about to say now, I'm not saying this for clout. I'm not saying this to pick a side. I'm saying this to be genuinely neutral and honest and further back up my argument that I'm presenting. Famous Dex, okay? Soulja Boy just did a live on Instagram trying to play Famous Dex, right? Now, I like Famous Dex, but I'm not saying this because I like Famous Dex. I'm acting like I don't know Famous Dex, right? And I don't know Soulja Boy, and I just see that live, and I'm a give my opinion from a neutral disposition. He's told Famous Dex, For no reason. I didn't see Famous Dex start with this man. I didn't see Famous Dex say anything that would try to make Soulja Boy crush this man's pride, right? Soulja Boy told Famous Dex, oh, I put you on, you was broke, posted some video of Famous Dex, you know, on his Instagram, I guess referring to him in his beginning times of coming up. Then he was talking about, oh, Famous Dex was sleeping on the couch and this, that, and the third, and he was broke in Chicago. Now let me say this. First of all, who's not broke if you live in the inner city? You think I always was financially stable? No. Do you think the average nigga watching this video right now is financially stable? No. And so, Soulja Boy, in this same interview with Academics, tried to use the argument, when she said, why you got so many businesses? This nigga said, I came from the bottom. So you want somebody to feel your pain, but then you want to make fun of Famous Dex and try to say, oh, nigga, you was broke. So, nigga, wasn't you broke? Didn't you just say that on that motherfucking show, that you came from the bottom? So you want her to feel your pain, now that you up, but somehow you want to make fun of Famous Dex, same grind, if not was harder than yours, nigga, and we can't feel his pain? So now we supposed to laugh at when he was broke, but we supposed to cry at when you was broke. This is what I'm talking about by fake ass niggas, my nigga. That was some fake nigga shit. Real niggas we not like, nigga, we all was struggling. What are you talking about? You sitting here talking about support black businesses. If he was actually humble, genuine, and honest in his heart, speaking on Soulja Boy, he would have never said that. He would have been behind closed doors, did whatever he did to help Famous Dex, if he helped him like he said he did, and then he would have said, I'm glad to see you winning, bruh. Take off. If it was from the heart. Okay? It's just like when people feed the homeless. You got people who feed the homeless every day and never record that shit. Then you got people who feed the homeless one time their entire life and record it to falsely act like they're doing some humble act that they really don't give a fuck about. They only did it for the views. They didn't do it to really help the homeless. And that's what the fuck this nigga Soulja Boy doing. He's miserable and mad about something. Whatever that is, I don't know, nor do I give a fuck. But he's sitting here destroying his own argument. Not only with the outfit he's wearing, with the goddamn shit he's been promoting since he's been out, but also by the argument he presented with Famous Dex. Because if you supported black businesses and you wanted people to respect what it feel like to struggle from the bottom, you would have never argued with that nigga about allegedly supporting him for whatever reason. What you want him to do? Say, oh hell, Soulja Boy, you support? What is he supposed to do? People that's above you supposed to pull you up, nigga. You don't get no clout for that, motherfucker. What, you don't get no clout for that, nigga? What you talking about? If somebody above you, they're supposed to pull you up, nigga. What, you want some clout for that? Motherfucker, is you stupid? And then for two, you talking about something, he was broke sleeping on the couch, and he was broke in Chicago. But once again, you just said, you started from the bottom, you ain't have nothing. So, why are you making fun of where Soulja Boy was if you was there too? This is my point. These niggas don't be humble, these niggas don't be genuine, these niggas be shape-shifting ass niggas that say whatever the fuck they need to say to intrigue and invoke a certain insecurity in black people in order to get support. These niggas don't give a fuck about niggas. They don't give a fuck about each other all year round. Soon as it come time for them to benefit, oh, black power, oh, racism, oh, police brutality, oh, the struggle, oh, the civil rights movement, oh, rah, 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 rah. And the shit been so watered down now that even people who live this shit every day, that actually try to be as righteous as they can every day, people of color who live this way every day, who really don't eat meat, who really don't sell drugs, who really raise their motherfucking kids. These motherfuckers look at us like we, what you call hope tepid or corny, because these niggas is ruining this shit every day. And so this is why I had to get on Soulja Boy for the most part, because this was the most fuck nigga in the whole video, and nobody noticed it. Y'all keep reposting this video like this nigga said something. This nigga ain't said shit that we ain't heard 1,000 times before. But the point is, you gotta, you speaking with a forked tongue, nigga, and that's that. And so that being said, family, this video right here was not to, you know, flutter anybody's feelings, and if I did, you know, I don't care. This video right here was to keep it 100% real, authentic, and honest in regards to what really happened in the situation. So everybody's mad at Academics and mad at the, you know, people on the cast of this show, when I don't agree with that woman asking why he got so many businesses either. But the main person you need to be mad at is Soulja Boy, because he's falsely representing somebody. I mean, he's falsely speaking for a demographic of people that not one time ever has he ever tried to represent until now, when it was in benefit of what the fuck he's trying to do. And so with that being said, family, I hope that this video gave y'all a higher perspective in regards to the subject matter at hand via this Soulja Boy interview with academics and the rest of the cast on Everyday Struggle. And with that being said, I love y'all. Peace.